Luke Cage, wrongfully convicted, unjustly imprisoned, and transformed by a prison experiment gone wrong that gave him unbreakable skin and superhuman strength. But he's not just some muscle-bound tank. No, sir. Luke Cage brings Harlem street smarts, an iron will, and an unshakable sense of justice to every fight. He doesn't wear a cape, but make no mistake, he's a hero through and through. But to really understand how powerful Luke Cage is, we need to break down his origin, dive into the gritty details of his rise, and take a look at some of his most insane feats from the comics. Before he was Luke Cage, he was Carl Lucas, a streetwise kid from Harlem, running the block with his best friend, Willis Stryker. The two were inseparable, thick as thieves, literally. They rolled with a gang called the Rivals, clashing with crews like the Diablos and running jobs for crime boss Sonny Caputo. Even in that life, Carl had a conscience. He wasn't perfect, but he knew where the line was, and he kept trying to pull Stryker back from crossing it. Spoiler alert, Stryker didn't listen. While Carl started to grow tired of the gang lifestyle, always looking over his shoulder, Stryker doubled down. He rose through the criminal ranks, and in doing so, stepped on the wrong toes. A powerful New York crime syndicate decided Stryker was a problem and tried to take him out. They failed, thanks to Carl, who risked his own neck to save his friend. But that's where the real betrayal begins. Stryker's girlfriend, Reva, started getting cold feet about the criminal life. After the failed hit, she left Stryker and found comfort in Carl. You can guess what happened next, and it did not sit well with Stryker. Jealous and bitter, he blamed Carl for everything. So he did the unthinkable. He planted heroin in Carl's apartment. Carl Lucas was arrested, convicted, and shipped off to Seagate Prison, one of the roughest, most corrupt institutions in the country. And if you thought that was rock bottom, wrong. That's where the story really begins. Inside Seagate, Carl became a target for a sadistic guard named Albert Rackham, a power-tripping monster with a badge. But then came a sliver of hope, an experimental medical program offering early parole in exchange for participation. Enter Dr. Noah Burstein, a scientist obsessed with replicating the super soldier serum that created Captain America. Carl volunteers, desperate for a second chance. The experiment? A chemical bath, electricity, sci-fi tech galore, classic Marvel madness. But just as the procedure reaches its climax, Rackham tries to sabotage it. He wanted Carl dead. Big mistake. Instead of killing him, the procedure transforms Carl Lucas. Super strength, enhanced stamina, near invulnerable skin. He's not just a man anymore. He's something else. And just like that, Carl breaks out of Seagate and vanishes. He takes on a new name, a new purpose. Luke Cage. But he's not your typical superhero. No costume, no billionaire gadgets, no Avengers mansion. He becomes a hero for hire. Luke's no mercenary. Beneath the bulletproof exterior is a man who fights for the little guy, for the voiceless, for those who can't fight back, because he knows what it's like to be powerless, to be locked up, betrayed, and forgotten. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It really helps out the channel. Thanks for your support. Luke Cage's powers? Born from a botched experiment while he was wrongly imprisoned? Instead of dying, he leveled up, gaining superhuman strength and skin so durable it's labeled nigh unbreakable. You heard that right. Almost nothing can break through. When he first hit the comic scene back in the 70s, Cage was estimated to lift around 5 tons. But that was just the beginning. Years of training and superheroing have taken him way beyond that. Modern estimates? He's comfortably lifting 25 tons, punching through 4-inch thick steel like it's tinfoil. Some sources say he's now in the 50-ton range, and a few bold claims even scale him toward 100 tons, putting him up there with the Thing and Namer. That's Hulk-light territory. Now let's talk skin. Oh, hold up. I'm not being weird or racist or anything. I mean, Luke Cage's durability is next level. His epidermis? Man, it's denser than titanium. Bullets, fire, knives bounce off him like he's coated in vibranium. Now, sure, you can knock him back with enough force, but good luck trying to pierce that hide. Only rare stuff like adamantium, high-end lasers, or crazy cosmic-level attacks have been shown to break through. But he's not completely invincible. His insides, still humanish, poisons or internal damage can mess him up. His eyes, soft spots. So if you're aiming for weak points, good luck getting close. Oh, and he heals fast. Not Wolverine level, but way faster than any average Joe. Here's a deeper dive into some of Luke Cage's most impressive feats from the comics. So strap in. In one comic story, he carried a full-on semi-truck across 7 blocks, just because the engine wouldn't start. This incredible display of strength happened in New Avengers #9. Luke, ever the practical hero, just needed to get the truck moved, so he took matters into his own hands. And back. In Luke Cage Power Man #17, 1974, Luke Cage is hired to test Stark Industries' security, but it's a setup to steal an experimental Iron Man suit. When Iron Man confronts him, the two throw down in an epic battle. Iron Man unleashes his full power, devastating punches and repulsor blasts, but Luke Cage tanks every hit without going down. He proves he's not just street tough, he's Iron Man level tough. Cage walks away from the fight, showing he's one of the most durable heroes in the game. In New Avengers #1, 2010, Luke Cage shows he's not just muscle, he's got moves that rival the Hulk. When the new team arrives at Avengers Mansion, they're met by Victoria Hand, former right hand to Norman Osborn, and not exactly on friendly terms with the heroes. Tensions rise when she refuses to lower her gun, citing her lack of powers. Cage, unimpressed and unafraid, claps his hands together with such force that the resulting shockwave blasts her across the room, mirroring one of Hulk's iconic sonic booms. Message received: don't point a gun at Luke Cage. In Luke Cage Hero for Hire #8 to 9, Luke Cage goes from battling street-level crime to facing off with Dr. Doom himself. Doom hires Cage to destroy some rogue robots, but skips out on paying the agreed $200. Instead of letting it slide, Cage borrows a plane from the Fantastic Four, flies all the way to Latveria, and storms Doom's castle, famously demanding, "Where's my money, honey?" Doom, thinking Cage beneath him, tries to fight back, but Cage isn't fazed. He repeatedly punches Doom's armor in the same spot until he cracks it, something no one had ever done before. Realizing Cage means business, Doom pays up. Moral of the story: don't mess with Luke Cage, even if you're Dr. Doom. Luke Cage isn't just strong, he's a walking tank with a heart of gold. From Harlem's streets to Earth's mightiest battles, he's earned the title of Hero for Hire, and he's not done yet.